Don't what me. Okay, what me?
Alright, how you doing, Final Wordians? My name is Leeboy. You're listening and watching Lee's Final Word, the vidcast. Today we're going to get into a wrestling video, right? We're going to talk about belts, alright? I believe the prestige in the WWE has diminished greatly, okay? Greatly. But guess what? That's not the video for today. I'm not talking about the prestige. That's going to be another topic for another time. What do I think about prestige when it comes to WWE and their titles? Because honestly, I don't think they mean a damn thing right now, alright? But let's get into these belts. And what I mean by belts, I mean these ugly titles, okay? We had some ugly belts. This is my top 5 ugly belts in the WWE that I've seen throughout my course of history watching WWE, okay? The belts are, you have to have something around your waist. You're the champion. You're the guy carrying the company. You're putting it on. You're going out there in front of millions of people in your underoos, and you're wrestling across the mat just to be handed this ugly, ridiculous-looking leather strap with gold bearings on it and sometimes even jewelry, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. When you're the champion and you're the guy that's carrying everything, you got to make sure everything has to be done in a certain kind of style. You have to look like a champion. You have to act like a champion. So when they give you a strap, it has to be something that's perfect, all right? Now, here's my top 5 belts that are the ugliest I've ever seen throughout watching WWE, all right? At number 5, the WWE logo belt. And I'm not talking about the current one. I'm talking about the one that The Rock had when he won, right? When he fought right before he fought, I believe, John Cena. When they took the belt off of CM Punk and The Rock won, and the next day on Raw, he displayed this belt. This belt looks ugly, okay? The WWE logo belt that came out with The Rock right before he fought John Cena at WrestleMania. I hate this belt. This belt is ugly. It's an atrocity. Because now the new belt they have is a modified version of this, but for some odd reason it looks cleaner. I can kind of handle it. It looks cleaner. You know, there's less gold in the middle. There's a lot leather. There's a lot of studs and stones on this thing, but this one that The Rock had, pure ugly. It was ugly in its exception. I'm so glad that they realized that and they got rid of it pronto. All right, moving on. At number 4. The WWE Hardcore Belt. Yes, this very same belt that was handed to Mankind, that was actually the WWE World Heavyweight Champion belt, they got cracked. They busted it up and then put tape around it and put the hardcore labels on it. I'm not wearing that. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, Lee, this is really at number 4. How did this come in at number 4? Because this belt was actually a parody. It's not really something to take serious, you know. Plus, let's think about it. It's the hardcore belt, okay? This is not something to take serious. So again, I can understand what you're saying. How did it rank number 4? Well, it ranks number 4 to me. I don't care where it ranks for you. Put it down in the comment section below where it ranks for you. But this belt ranks number 4 for me. All right. Now moving on to number 3. The John Cena spinner belt. I hated this belt. I hated it so much because even after he lost the belt, it was still spinning. The belt was still spinning in the middle. It had so many, you could barely see the WWE logo on this belt because it was just so decked out with diamonds and stones because John Cena thought he was 50 Cent and wanted to sit there and make a spinner belt, copying everything from G-Unit. But guess what, John Cena? We know you, okay? I'm from New York City. We know how you play games, all right? Shut up, computer. Now, what I'm saying is the John Cena spinner belt is one of the worst looking belts out there. I put it at number 3 because I really didn't like it. Everybody else that carried that belt, it just looks ridiculous. It looked retarded. When the Miz had it, he made sure it stopped and had it turned upside down so it could say the WWE logo like an M. But no. This belt is atrocious, okay? It's horrid. Hate this belt. It's ugly. It's number 3 on my list. Let's get into number 2. The original NXT belt. Here it is. This is a company. Well, we're not really a company. It's a sub-brand of, the WWE where a lot of new talent comes in. They got to show their stripes first before they get called up to the main roster. But guess what? If you're the champion NXT in its original inception, you had a big-ass X belt. N with a big old X and then T. and the belt was like really squared looking. It just looked horrible around people's waist. It looked horrible on people's shoulders. This belt was ugly. Okay, it ranks number 2 because the because the number 1 belt, I believe, is just the ugliest. But this belt, I could not see myself rocking it. I don't think I would ever strap it around my waist. I would drag it to the ring if I was a wrestler. I would pull a Stone Cold. It would never be around my waist. It would never be on my shoulders. I'd have it in my hand the whole damn time. All right, because this belt is ugly. Now, an honorable mention before we reach number 1. An honorable mention. Got to put it out there. An honorable mention would be the belt they got now. The WWE Universal belt. The red one. I hate that one. The red just throws it all off. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm nitpicking on the belts right now. But that red on that leather just doesn't work for me. It does not work for me. And then to call it, the name, the Universal belt. Come on, you couldn't come up with a better name than that? The Universal belt? Really? Universal what? He's the champion of the universe? What the hell is this? The Universal belt. The world ain't big enough, so he got to be Universal belt. The belt is ugly, okay? I hate the leather strap, the red leather strap on it. Should have been traditional black, like always. Okay, another honorable mention is the Cruiserweight belt. You got a purple belt. The belt looked like something that Matt Hardy had when he was in TNA. And he had a TNA belt. And he changed it up and tried to change stuff up, okay? And he had his own little belt. But that one was kind of decent, okay? But anyway, man, sorry for the rambling. But let's get into number 1. My number 1 pick for the ugliest belt in WWE. Again, this is just me. You can make your own list. Put it in the bottom, comment section below. The number 1 belt that's the ugliest is the WWE Tag Team belt. Somebody must have seen this coming. I know somebody that's watching this had to see this coming. The WWE Tag Team belts looks like 2 big-ass pennies slapped on leather. People are walking around to the ring in. That's what it looks like. The WWE Tag Team belts are atrocious. They're the most out of everything on this list, if you think about it. The Hardcore belt is something that, is a parody. The John Cena belt, that's, it's a champion. It got diamonds and studs on it, okay, and it spins and stuff like that. But you cannot tell me you want to walk to the ring with something that looked like somebody took 2 giant pennies, put it on some leather, and told you to go out and wrestle. It don't look like none of the other belts. It just looks awkward. You got these 2 gladiator faces facing different directions. No, the old tag team belts look way better than this. Those WWE tag team belts, oh man, they should slap the person that made. I don't know what Vince was thinking. I don't know who in the back thought this was cool and say, hey, let's just make it gladiator belts. Let's put 2. Not only that, the color they picked. They had the nerve to pick bronze. Bronze as the color. I thought you'd give a champion gold. What happened? Who dropped the ball here? Who sat there and thought that this was something nice? But not me. I damn sure don't think so. Because those belts, I've been saying it since, and they still ain't get rid of them. Let me point that out. They still ain't get rid of these belts. These belts are still in circulation. They done made a new championship belt twice. 2 of them. One for SmackDown, one for Raw. And you mean to tell me you couldn't come up with a better tag team belt? Oh, if you guys can see me, I'm doing a fist right now. That's just it. That's just, okay, let me cool down. Let me calm down. Whew. All right. If you like this video, hit the comment section below. Let me know. Am I wrong? Is my list off? Tell me what you think. What are the worst belts to you? The top 5 worst belts that you've seen in WWE. Stick around for my the top 5 best belts coming soon. Again, hit the comment section below, hit that liking button, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out.